Alright guys, welcome to this video here, Luis with Techno550Y. Today I bring you a quick comparison here between these two computers, laptop, tablets. This is the Acer Aspire R11, and we have right here this HP MBX2. This one, the HP came out about maybe over 2 years ago, probably 3 years ago. This one, it's kind of new, but very affordable. They both have similar processors and things to offer. But the price is huge difference. So this one right here, the Acer, is only $249 brand new, versus the HP. Right now it's about $550. Back in the day when it came out, it was about $700. But as you guys can see, take a look here on the outside. We have rear camera 8 megapixel on the HP with flash, can record video in 1080p. Front-facing camera 2 on the Acer. We only have a front-facing camera. We're gonna take a look at that later. As far as the ports, take a look at here on the sides. Ethernet port on the Acer. We don't have that on the HP. Not that you need it, but it's available. Full-size HDMI port on both. USB port on both too. We have another one right here on the other side on the HP. However, on the Acer, they also offer the 3.0 USB port. The HP doesn't have that. Also, expansion to micro SD card right here on the Acer. We have access right here, and on the HP, it's right here. But there is also another access to additional SD card inside of the actual tablet. On this side, we have access to the volume rocker here, power button, and power cord right here. On the HP, another USB port and the access to the power cord. So let's go ahead and start with the review, talk about the specs and all that. Alright guys, we're gonna start talking about the HP MBX2. So as you guys can see, I'm using the tablet right now as in the tablet mode, detached from the keyboard. This tablet, when it came out, it had Windows 8, later got updated to Windows 8.1, and now, as you guys can see, I'm running Windows 10, which I absolutely hate. That's my personal opinion. I hate it, and I might go back to Windows 8. But just to mention some of the specs, processor is a 1.80 GHz Intel Atom dual core. The tablet comes with a 64 GB of solid state drive, 11.6 inch diagonal HD anti-glare LED backlit IPS display. So as you guys can see, we're looking at the camera. That's one thing to mention about this tablet, that the camera is actually super good. Both front or rear cameras. Front-facing camera, I believe it's a 2 megapixel. And it takes very decent pictures as well as video. Rear camera, it's 8 megapixel, believe it or not, 8 megapixel with flash, and it also takes very good pictures as well as record in 1080p. I have to say the both of the front-facing and rear camera as well as the videos are actually very good for a tablet. Now, other than that, price on this tablet when it came out, it was a little pricey. I believe it was about 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago. We are right now in November 2015. So about a little over 2.5 years ago when it came out, it was a little expensive, about $700. But it got way cheaper now. You can find this brand new on Amazon for like $500. But the advantage of this one versus the Acer that we're gonna see in a moment, it's the fact that you can detach it from the keyboard, and also both the tablet and the keyboard come built-in battery. Now take a look at the web browsing experience. It looks super nice, very clear. Zoom in and zoom out, super easy, and the text looks also very clear because of the IPS display, high definition display. But like I said, battery, it's an advantage on this one because of the fact that it has two batteries, one on the keyboard and one on the tablet. Also, the tablet supports 2 access to a micro SD card, a full-size micro SD card and a mini micro SD card. So you can actually add two SD cards to this tablet. One goes on the keyboard and one goes on the actual tablet, plus the 64GB solid state drive, which actually boots up faster. It's gonna open everything faster. So here's a look at the Acer. Let's go ahead and talk about the specs on the Acer. The Acer, it's way more affordable, and it comes with an Intel Celeron dual core processor, 1.60 gigahertz, but it can get up to 2.16 gigahertz with a turbo boost. So that's an advantage over the HP. Even though it's a 1.60 versus a 1.80 on the HP, with the turbo boost, I think this one is going to be a little bit faster. So you guys can see, we're looking at the web browsing here. It's also opening everything pretty quick. Zoom in and zoom out, no problem, and the text looks very clear. However, again, this is just my opinion, but I feel like the text and the colors looks sharper, better looking on the HP. That's my impression. It comes with 2 GB of DDR3 versus DDR2 on the HP. And according to the specs, it's expandable up to 8 GB. So that's an advantage. With the HP, you cannot expand the RAM memory. Also, this tablet comes with a 32 GB internal storage versus the 64 on the HP. Also, the camera, it comes with a front-facing camera. The camera, as you guys can see, looks pretty decent. You can do video, you can take pictures. However, it's not high definition, so I will not be relying on this tablet for take like really good pictures or videos. The front-facing camera is there mostly for doing like a FaceTime, Skype, or something like that, maybe Facebook, but not for like really good pictures or video that you can do with the HP. Screen size is 11.6, high definition, also LED backlit, Intel graphics. According to the specs, they are saying that it's built-in HD webcam, so apparently you can do high definition video, but just front-facing camera. Now, as you can see, I'm using now the tablet in the tablet mode by folding the keyboard. Can go all the way 360 degrees. To be honest with you, it feels comfortable, but I have to say, if you want to use it as a tablet, it's gonna be better and more comfortable with something like the HP that you can detach from the keyboard. Because even though you can fold this keyboard, the keyboard is still there. So when you're holding it, it's gonna feel a little bit heavier than just holding the tablet with the HP. Last but not least, I just wanted to mention here the keyboards. Again, to be honest with you, I find the keyboard, not only the keys, the look, the size, the feeling when typing, but also the material on the keys. On the HP, I find it better than the keys on the Acer. For some reason, the keys on the Acer, they feel just a little bit cheaper. But that's not to say that the typing experience is bad, because it actually feels pretty good on both. I didn't see any or feel any flexing or anything like that on neither of these computers. So that's all I have for now, guys. I want to thank you for watching this comparison. Subscribe for more videos, and we'll see you on the next one.